Here's the Minelab Equinox 600. And my last video, I know some people were saying, asked if I was ground balanced. I did not ground balance. So here I'm going to do a noise cancel. Because I guess they weren't impressed with the depth, stuff like that. Saying some of the older detectors could easily hit that. So I'm gonna do a ground balance. Let's see, I'm just gonna do a automatic tracking. So if you watch in this corner, you'll see something pop up while I pump the coil on the ground. Okay, that should be ground balanced. Oh, you can also do manual, but it suggested you do this. That thing that popped up was tracking ground balance, so it's ground balanced, volume adjust, all that. So multi, and so far I like field mode 2. And I'm just gonna run throughout here, see if I get any signals. Some other people were also saying that seemed like it was really chattery. No, that was just in our front yard after I ground balanced, did the noise cancel. Just listen. Absolutely nothing. Until I get over signal. There's a bunch of iron at the very bottom, so you might hear some of that. Let's see, once I get over signal. That's what I was talking about. There's like netting under this. And there's tiny little pieces of metal under that. But see, you can't hear a single thing. It's that quiet. And I forgot to add, I'm not just running sensitivity low. I have it running at 19. I can bump it up to 20. And that 20 suggested for a new user. And this is only my second day with it. And you can see it's still super quiet. That's 20 out of 25. So I'm running it. Okay, some people were saying that the 8-inch dime yesterday wasn't too impressive, so I buried a dime. It's somewhere down there. I think got pushed down a little, but that's about 10, 11 inches. But that's measuring from where the dirt pretty much stops, so I think dime's down a little bit further. And I just ran out of phone storage, so I just had to clear up some storage on here. But that's about an 11-inch to a foot dime, running part 2. Catching the dime, no problem. Pinpointing it. And I just ran out of time to do any deeper. I know this can do this depth. I ran out of time yesterday. See? Oh, I ground balanced it and did a noise cancel. So that helped a little. Again, I was running multi and part 2. So this gets great depth, but let me show you something. Hold on, let me make sure all these settings are right. Yeah. I'm running it decently, but it can go higher than that. There's just my house is right there, so it will go psycho if I raise it any higher. So pretty good depth. Do a full swing. Yeah, if you heard that, you would stop. That high pitch squeal, you would stop to check that out. Let's try field 1. Oh, that's even better. Field 2. Hold on. Can't really remember where I buried it, so that's why I'm missing it sort of. I think it's right there. Let me pinpoint. Oh, over here. Pinpointing. You would stop for that noise. So about 12 inches on a dime. That's good. Measurement was also pretty good. Also forgot to add, I was running discrimination, so I lost a little depth on that. Here, I'll run all metal now. Getting a little hint of iron in there. Missing it a little now. Let me go back to park to get decent depth on that. Narrowing in on it. Where I dig at old home sites, just one high town. Like that, you stop for that and check. If you hear a few times, pinpoint in on it. You dig. At parks, sometimes you won't chase these bad signals. It really depends where you're detecting. But for me, I would stop for that any day. And I'm just getting used to all these settings, so I'm sure that I can get more depth on this. I have recovery speed set on 1 to get the most depth. Let me try it on 2. Picking it up, about 3. Higher you go, the more depth you lose. Still getting it no problem on 3. Let's go back. So you can see it getting the iron in it, but then the low grunt in there, iron, but then the high squeal. Impressive. I just took the dime out. I'm just gonna show you that there was no more conductive signals that could have been messing that up. That grunt you're hearing, that's iron in there. So it got a good depth, even with some iron stuck in there. Guess I should have dug that out before, might have got more depth. Yeah, look at that, there's iron mixed. And it was at the same depth as that coin. Yep. Clean. Comment down below on this video if there's something specific you want to see, me testing different frequencies. This is the 600, so it doesn't have 20 and 40, but I can test the 5 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz, 15, or anything, and then multi. So if you want to see depth test, recovery speed, discrimination, anything specific, just leave a comment so I know what you want. Be sure to subscribe, because I'll have a bunch more Equinox videos coming out. And this weekend I'm going to a iron infested homestead area where I've pulled out a 1810 Napoleon I French coin, but it is absolutely filled with iron. Every single sweep you get multiple pieces of iron. So hopefully I get something good with this.